Aquarius, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to do the rest of 2025, 9-card spread. First 3 cards out will be the first 6 months, the energy we're taking into this period. Middle set will be the current energies, and then the potential outcome. We will have the positives, the negatives, your advised next steps. You can watch this for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 11th house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. All information's in the description box. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. And all information in the description box I've just said. There's one more thing. Extended link is in there, and I've updated the website link for private reads to represent July's availability. Okay, interesting one for you guys. In your pre-shuffle it was oh god, is it Detroit Spinners? I've been working my way back to you. Now this could be literal, somebody working their way back to you. There's just something about coming home, whether that's to yourself, whether that's your higher self or a person, I don't know. But it's very interesting because we've got Uranus, your ruler, going through your 4th house of the home at the moment as well. And just as we kick into this shift into July for the second half of the year, on July the 4th we have a conjunction at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree of Venus, which seeks emotional comfort in the 4th house, versus the planet that demands change and freedom. So there could be a lot of energetic shifts going on, you know. The anaretic degree is arguably one of the most powerful degrees, the final degree of a transit. It's Greek anareta, meaning destroyer. So as you can imagine, a lot of things change, especially when it deals with Uranus, as you guys well know, being ruled by it. So if you think Venus as being feminine, Uranus being masculine. Venus means magnetism and Uranus means electric. So it's really important, if we're going to find balance in that, we have to meet in the heart. If we look at it just on a very, broad look, but upper chakras is the magnetism of the feminine energy, lower chakras is the action related electrical energy of the masculine. And when we've got that kind of head gut out of sync, we're not in our heart space. So there's a real need to think and act from the heart rather than the head during this period. Oof, Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Let's do one more. Okay, plot twist. So the first 6 months. Okay, there's been a lot of awareness this last 6 months on head versus heart. There's still work to do in terms of the head, but almost there. And I say that I'm nothing against gender here. I'm just talking purely hierarchical. Is that a word? The hierarchy of the tarot. And we've got the Chariot, which in the Osho Zen deck is awareness. When we bring awareness to something, its energy no longer controls. When we choose to repeat patterns after awareness, that's when the issue is. Once we bring awareness to something, we can then go, oh yeah, I can see that clearly, I can do this, or take a different step. If you continue to choose despite awareness, you're on your own on that one. But we've got here the King of Cups, so the King, the highest point of the tarot, again, nothing over the Queen, just the King. The King of water, of emotions, of the heart. We've got the Queen of Swords. It's just like one step behind before we get to that level of the King. So it's like the heart is tipping, we're just not quite on coherence between the head and the heart just yet. Current energies. Beautiful. Ooh. Some good news coming here, and the potential outcome. Nice. Awesome. Wow, what a reading. We have death. There's that Pluto energy that's in your 1st house, transforming things at the moment. It's heading back to 1 degree of Pluto by the end of this year. November time. So there's like a recap of the last, since the beginning of November, we're having a recap of things. This is brilliant. This is you emerging fantastically. And again, it's like you've got this realization now that I've been making my way back to you. Whatever that is. The fourth house could be literal coming home. It could be recognizing the awareness of the past. It could be recognizing what's stopping you from achieving what you're trying to achieve. It's really good energies. Current energies, the Sun, 9 of Cups, center of your spread, fantastic. And the 10 of Pentacles. Now the 10 of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo, so the Magician meets the Hermit. You know, sometimes we have to go through that stage of the 5 of Pentacles in our daily life, which is maybe fear of lack, and the 5 of Pentacles in our higher self, where it's maybe, you know, lack of belief, lack of trust, lack of surrender. The issue is the 9 of Cups for me. As much as it's a wish fulfillment, I always say it's delayed. You know, it's Jupiter in Pisces, so the Hangman spins, the Wheel of Fortune spins and then gets stuck on the Hangman. It needs to move into Pluto, death. You guys straight afterwards, Star card, Uranus. So there's this big energy here of shifting and transformation, which is very interesting because we're going to have very, very shortly, especially when Pluto retrogrades back to the early degrees. I genuinely, it's only just clicked on me here, so I genuinely don't have the numbers for you, I apologise. But not only have we got this Venus conjunction happening at the analytic degree, when Uranus then moves into Gemini, so I think the Star card meets the Lovers, very fated event, it's all happening in your 5th house, which is a trine to you guys. It's going to be trine in Pluto pretty immediately. I think there's going to be a lot of plot twists in your life to do with joy, creativity, children, romance. There's going to be unpredictability, endings as well as new beginnings. But we need an energy to shift it so that the Hangman becomes death. We will look for the Hangman in a second to see what's going on here. But yeah, big shifts here. And then your future energy is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is my that, and the 3 of Pentacles is my ultimate what's for you is for you. It's the red thread of fate. I've been making my way back to you. Whatever this is pulling. Queen of Swords is the 9 of Cups and the Page of Cups. This is, we can look at this in a couple of ways. Queen of Swords is the queen of air. She is very articulate. She doesn't take fools. She's very discerning. She calls BS when she sees BS, and she allows what's superfluous to go. Now, she's also Angel Hachamaya in the Angel Tarot, and she's the angel of ritual, preparation, and beautiful love stories. So there could be a beautiful love story emerging here. If you're already in a wonderful relationship, this is, you know, it just gets better and better. Then we have the Emperor. Nice. Let go and let Odin. Odin is here. He has Hugin and Munin by his side. He has Gungnir. Gungnir never misses. Hugin and Munin are his thought and memory. He doesn't miss a trick. Even with one eye, he sees all. The All-Father. And then the Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. Page of Cups in the Emperor could indicate either an age gap possibly, or a feeling of you know, the Emperor, who traditionally looks like an older guy, becomes like youthful. You know, there's a spark in his step. Again, don't get caught up in genders. You guys are air, so naturally you are on that path to the masculine energy rather than the Empress in general. I love this spread. I think it's a wonderful spread. You know, the positives are the Queen of Swords, 9 of Cups, the Page of Cups. When you recognise what this Hangman needs, which could be so many different things, we'll look at it in a second. It releases everything, and the Page of Cups starts to pull the red thread of fate. I'm gonna in fact, I'm pretty damn 100% convinced in the Lightseers Tarot, which is the deck I'm using for the extended, the Hangman is hungover, not alcoholic hungover, but you never know. The sun is being blocked by the back of his head, which is confidence, and it's either an overexerted solar plexus or an underpowered solar plexus. It's also an energy of control when we if our solar plexus is overactive, we're trying to control everything, which is a very shadow aspect of the Emperor. However, the same deck is overlooking a pool where the runes are being shown. Now, the runes are what was gifted to Odin, who sacrificed himself for nine nights on the world tree. Now, he sacrificed an eye. He sacrificed his body for 9 nights. He doesn't expect you to sacrifice your eye. What he does expect you to do is sacrifice fear. And when we drop out of fear, we move into the heart. Okay? So, let's check out... I want to see where the Hangman is. I want to see where the Wheel of Fortune is as well, because with Chariot coming out straight away, this is Cancer energy. Jupiter just moved in. So we'll check out the Wheel of Fortune, and that'll bring together the Nine of Cups. I also want to see where the Tower is, because that tends to be what needs to shift the Hangman. Tower is with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I almost feel like Jürgen Sacher, poison transmuted. For some of you, you could be doing a water fast, or you're being advised to do a water fast. You know, don't go crazy, just listen to your body. Magnesium's going to help some of you as well. It's about getting back to, again, roots, you know, digging for the gold here. Get back to the roots, that's that fourth house aspect. King of Swords is with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's some sort of energetic burden that you have put upon yourself, which is keeping you stuck in your head. Wheel of Fortune is with the Magician and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is Jupiter, is the moon in Aquarius, so the High Priestess meets the star card. In the moonology, it's bring love into a situation, and it's time to show yourself, show the real you. So there could be something that you're just not quite, and this sounds awful, I don't mean it to sound awful, but you're not your full authentic expression yet. You're almost there, you've brought awareness to a lot of stuff, but this could be, you know, holding back what you really want to say just in case you offend. But if it goes against your grain and your body feels it, then it's something that needs releasing in some format. Hangman is with the High Priestess and the King of Wands. It's trusting and surrendering. Yeah. Letting go of the aspect of not trusting. Hangman and the High Priestess is Bob and Sana, Moon and Neptune. Trust, self-love, being okay with having a shadow. You know, a lot of people try and hide it for so long. It's like, it's natural. You know, your light can't exist without the shadow, and the bigger the light, the bigger the shadow. Fascinating. Empress is with the Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's that Venus energy. Five of Cups is, like I said, there could be endings, there could be new beginnings, there could be disappointments, there could be dramatic shifts. Mercury in Sagittarius here. News coming fast. Your final card is the Queen of Pentacles. So she's the Queen of the Earth. And again, not quite the full expression of the Pentacle energy. So there's an element of not trusting, there's an element of survival that's still at play here. But other than that, your spread looks lovely, and I love to see the Page of Cups with Death card. It's like a promise of a brand new life around the corner. But I think the biggest thing to take from this is you got to meet in the heart in all aspects of your life. You know, if your head's telling you one thing and your heart's saying another, lean towards your heart. If fear is keeping you stuck but your heart's going, go for it, go for it. You know? Fascinating. Pardon me. Right, in your extended, I'm going to take the conjunction. We'll look at the 4th of July for you. See what we get. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. We have Cancer, we have Leo, Jupiter in Pisces, Mercury in Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Mars in Pisces, Capricorn, Jupiter in Leo, Saturn in Pisces, Mercury in Cancer, Moon in Sagittarius, Sun in Gemini, Sun in Scorpio. We have Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. Everyone's here. Those are the standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.